Hello everyone, here's Paul from rmpforex.com and welcome to the weekly review of 4 major forex pairs based on Masterforex-V technical analysis. Just wanted to remind you guys that these videos that I'm doing each weekend are first of all for myself. These videos are part of my trading plan for upcoming week, and during the trading week I am using these reference points that I'm talking in these videos for my own day-by-day trading. So make sure you read through the risk disclaimer. Make sure you know what you're doing if you're opening trading positions. So 4 pairs: EURUSD, British pound, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. So let's get into it. As usual, I will start with EURUSD pair. If you watched my last review last week for EURUSD, you'll remember that I was talking about this impulse down, and I told as well that as long as this impulse is still ongoing, still developing, I will stay away from this pair. So last week, the pivot that we were talking last time about, was broken, as you can see. So now this impulse is finished. Now that impulse is history, and now I have a new reference point for that pair. So basically, if we will break through this reference point, then we will have an FZR of H4 level down, and that will start a trend phase down for this pair. And then as soon as that will happen, I can start to use my trend following trading system. But as long as we're between those points, between those reference points, the flat phase will proceed, and I will stay out from this pair and will do nothing with it. So we will see what happens next week. We'll see if we will break through that point. If not, then not. All right, let's go to next pair. Next pair is British pound. First of all, don't forget on D1 level we're still in a flat phase, and as soon as we break through any of these reference points, then we'll get out from the flat phase. But if you remember my last review, I told many times that I use H4 time frame level for my strategic direction. And last time we had this FZR down. This pair disappointed me a little bit last week because I was hoping kind of to make some money in that trend down, but as soon as we broke through, and if you watch my last video, you will see I told that I will be watching also the smaller time frames to see if there will be any signs of stopping that trend down. And this is what happened. We had an FZR of H1 level up, and that stopped trend down. So as soon as that happened, I stopped doing anything with that pair, and I didn't open any trades. So this pair came back to flat phase of H4, and as you can see, it is there now. So reference points are these two. If we break through that point, then we will have an FZR of H4 level down, and on the other side, we'll break through this point, and we'll have an FZR of D1 level up, and that will create a trend where I can start to use my trend follow trading system. Or here, as long as we're between those two reference points, flat will proceed, or flat phase of H4 level, and I will just have to keep waiting and see what happens. So that's the story with this pair. Let's go to Australian dollar. Australian dollar, if you remember a couple of last reviews, we were watching this FZR down, and I was trading inside that trend down. You will also remember that last week I was watching this protect MF pivot. I was protecting this trend down, and throughout the week this pivot moved into this place. And if you are watching me, if you are following this channel, if you are following me on Facebook, then I told everybody, I put it into comments that new MF pivot, new reference point for this pair was that pivot. So as you can see, as soon as we broke through it, the trend stopped, and now we're back into a flat face. This wave has stopped now, and we're back into a H4 flat face. This is how it looks on D1 level. That's the flat, and now we have two new reference points. First one is this one. We'll break through it, then we'll have an FZR of D1 level down. And I can start to use my trend following trading system here, and if we'll break through this point, then we will have an FZR of D1 level up. As long as we are between those 2 points, we're in the flat face. And again, I will be just sit tight and wait until this pair will show what direction it want to go. Just to remind you guys, I try to keep posting if the situation changes. I always try to keep it posted in the comment section below, or if you follow me on Facebook, there is a RMP community Facebook group, and you can join that group. Everybody is invited, and I try my best to update all those reference points if something happens throughout the week. So just keep following. And if you have any questions, just comment them below, or as I said, just join the RMP Forex community Facebook group, and you can give your questions there, and I'll be more than glad to answer your questions. Next pair is Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar is officially in a trend phase. The FZR I was talking in my last review happened this week. FZR of H4, and now we are in a trend phase down. This level is a contract maximum from CME. So price is testing it at the moment, but what I'm looking at is that MF pivot. As long as this pivot is not broken, the trend will proceed down, and I will keep using my trend following trading system with this pair. If this pivot will be broken, then we'll go back to a flat face. You can see here that I have a couple of FIBO retracements, and there is a method based on Masterforex-V technical analysis that shows me that this is a potential target for this trend down. So we'll see if that will happen. We'll see if that trend will proceed, and if it will proceed, I will be looking at, with my risk management, I'll be looking at that range and trying to aim for that target. Don't forget as well that on D1 level we are still in a flat phase, and that target, the one I showed you on the H4 level time frame, is just beside the lower level of the flat zone. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if we'll go there, and I will keep trading with my trend following trading system until the pivot is broken. So this is it, guys. I hope this video gave you some new trading ideas. If you have any questions, as I said earlier, just post them in comments below. If you are not subscribed to this channel, don't forget to do it now. And thank you for watching. See you next week.